What up guys, Miguel here from Yugatech, and dashcams have become a must-have accessory for car owners for a couple of years now. They're extremely helpful for when needing evidence to make insurance claims, chasing after a hidden runner long enough to get their plates, and even sometimes warding off some shady traffic enforcers who want to pull you over, not give you a ticket, and are just looking for bribes. You get the picture. In today's video, we're giving our 2 cents on a dashcam from 70mai, the 70mai A810. It's a 4K dashcam featuring one of those new Sony STARVIS 2 sensors, which promises to deliver high-quality footage both day and night, all wrapped in a pretty easy-to-install little package, like minus the cabling and all. But does it live up to the hype? Let's find out. So in terms of the unit's form factor, the 70mai A810 is one of those dashcams you need to stick onto your windshield. And I know that may turn off some of you, but it isn't the biggest footprint out there. Not to mention, install positioning, or where you decide to install the dashcam onto the windshield, will play a big role in mitigating this. And for the most part, this isn't really the biggest thing, at around 3 inches horizontal and 2 inches vertical. Not to mention, the unit itself is pretty sleek overall, featuring lots of matte finishes all over the black plastic. With it, users get a 3-inch IPS display, which features a resolution of 640 by 360p for monitoring the camera and going through the settings. Below the display are 4 physical buttons here for menu navigation. While some of you might wish for a larger screen, I'm sure this helps keep the device's footprint small, which I appreciate. But yeah, there are bezels around the display, so you might kind of want a bigger screen, but I'm totally fine with it. Situated on the left side is a manual power button, and on the right are a port for the rear camera, USB Type-C for power, and the micro SD card slot over here. We get some swivel action with the camera itself, allowing users to adjust the camera angle when already installed, like so. The A810 also features a pretty nice mounting system here at the rear, which makes it easy to quickly detach and reattach from the car windshield. This is nifty if ever users decide they want to plug the unit into their computers to transfer files faster. But in hindsight, the micro SD card slot here on the right side isn't too hard to get to even when mounted. The box includes everything you may need. The dashcam, a 70mai branded 128GB micro SD card, the cables, car charger, anti-static films, and even a pry tool. Personally, I opted for professional help for my installation just because I already know someone who knows how to open up my car's paneling like the back of his hand. Installation for me took about 30 minutes, maybe even shorter if I didn't keep stopping him to shoot some B-roll for this video. The idea is, if users don't want their car's interiors to be riddled with messy cabling, especially if they opt for a rear camera like us, they'll need to hide the rear camera's cable in the interior headliner of the vehicle. In my case, I didn't want my rear camera stuck to the rear windshield either, and fortunately, my vehicle has a nice spot for this, so I didn't need to use the anti-static sticker for the rear camera mounting either. And when taking into consideration both the front and rear camera's form factors, we noticed that the actual camera lenses are either off-centered to the left, like here, or the right, respectively. So I made sure to, as much as possible, use the camera lens as the midpoints when installing onto the windshields. Like, you know, because the actual mount of the unit is here on the right of the camera. Now, there's no need to panic if you guys didn't do this during installation, since even if they're installed a little off-centered, the field of view from both cameras are ultra-wide regardless. That's 150 degrees for the front and 130 degrees for the rear. Now, do we have to use the anti-static film before installing the cameras to the windshields? No, we don't have to. But in my opinion, this probably makes it a lot easier to remove it one day without affecting our car's windshield tint. But to each their own. Now, with all the wiring properly set up, the cameras installed, and everything plugged into everything that needs to be plugged into, don't forget the adapter for the car's 12-volt socket, it's time to turn on the car. And lo and behold, the camera automatically powers on. From here, it's pretty straightforward. Just scan the QR code on the Dashcam screen to download and install the 70mai app. While that's installing, we can already set the date and time in the Dashcam unit itself. When connected via the Dashcam's Wi-Fi hotspot, the phone gives users access to all the controls and settings already found in the unit itself, with a few extras here and there, like being able to view your rides in a timeline with support for this fancy HUD thing. We can also get a hardwire kit or the 4G dongle featured in our A510 Dashcam review video for the 70mai A810, because it's compatible here too. That way, users can take advantage of safety features for when the car is parked. More on that later. Now, let's get to the part that matters most, video quality. The 70mai A810 can capture footage at 4K. That's a resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 25 frames per second, which may sound a bit low in frame rates, but the clarity more than makes up for it. Users can drop down the video recording resolution to 1080p for smoother 60 frames per second recording if they prefer. During daytime, the A810 really shines. The video is crisp for a dashcam with nice saturation. License plates, road signs, and even small details like nearby pedestrians are easily distinguishable. Check out some daytime driving clips side by side with my old Yi mirror dashcam for comparison. Nighttime performance, however, is where the 70mai A810 really pulls ahead. Thanks to the Sony STARVIS 2 IMX678 sensor and a wide f1.8 aperture, the A810 captures very clear and well-lit footage in low-light conditions. Even in near darkness, street lights and vehicle headlights are rendered accurately, with whatever's on the center of the frame being sharpest and in focus. Take note that there are things or variables that can affect how clearly the dashcam can see despite the STARVIS 2 sensor. Stuff like heavy tinting with our windshields, weather like fog or heavy rains, and even poorly lit streets. But in comparison to my old dashcam, we can clearly see how much better the A810 is at night. There's a lot less grain or noise, and license plates are a lot easier to read, which in fact does make me feel a lot more secure if ever I get into an accident while driving while the sun's down. The 70mai A810's rear camera recording isn't the best out there. And do note that it doesn't feature a STARVIS 2 sensor like the front. It's called the RC12, and like the RC11 featured in our 70mai A510 review, it records footage at 1080p at 25 frames per second. However, what makes it different is it features HDR capture just like the front sensor. And although picture quality may not be as good as the front, can you imagine how much worse my old rear camera footage looked like? Aside from recording your drive, the A810 packs in several useful features we can expect from a modern dash camera. We get built-in GPS, which tracks our speed and location, which can be vital if ever you need to review footage for the aforementioned insurance claim. Like I mentioned earlier, for those more concerned about safety when parked, they can opt to get the 4G dongle or hardwire kit with their 70mai A810 to get access to the dashcam's parking mode, which activates recording if a collision is detected. Parking mode also includes time-lapse recording, compressing hours of footage into seconds, so you won't miss any important events without filling up your memory card too quickly. Speaking of memory, the A810 supports up to a 256GB microSD card, which gives you ample room for extended trips. And yes, we can turn off all the watermarks if we wanted. That's the 70mai logo, speedometer, date and time, and longitude, latitude coordinates. We can do that within the unit's settings itself or while our phones are connected to it. At its price point, the 70mai A810 is a solid contender in the dashcam market. We get high-end features like 4K video recording utilizing Sony STARVIS 2 IMX678, GPS, Wi-Fi connectivity, and excellent low-light performance. The front dashcam unit alone goes for around 8,000 pesos. The RC12 rear camera goes for like 2,400 pesos. As a package, last I checked, it goes for 9,700 pesos. So if you guys plan on getting a rear camera anyways, just get that. Links to all of those, including the hardwire kit, can be found in the description box below. If you're primarily after top-tier video quality and reliable performance for the cost, this dashcam delivers fantastic value in 2024. In conclusion, the 70mai A810 is a great dashcam for drivers who want a reliable, easy-to-use camera that delivers excellent video quality day and night. With 4K video recording, stellar low-light performance, GPS, and some nifty driver assistant features, it ticks all the right boxes for modern drivers looking for a dashcam today at a budget less than 10,000 pesos. So, what did you guys think of the 70mai A810? Is this the next dashcam for you that features a STARVIS 2 sensor? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you found this video educational, informative, fun, or helpful, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yugatech.com and drop by our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Miguel. This was the 70mai A810 dash camera. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.